challenge Rhino to a fight.
No.
They would
He
die.
doesn't trust
Blow
Rhino
off-
as far as she could spit, man.
Yeah, to blow off steam, you know, because I'll be broken and dead.
No one,
The steam
no
will
one
be from
said
his
that he would break
stillborn
you.
body.
It's a friendly sparring match.
I don't think Rhino literally has it in him to have a friendly sparring match.
Yeah, no.
Rhino
Rhino
saw
is
some
not-
shit, man. Everyone except Nim saw some shit.
You see,
They're going through a thing.
he uses the mace just because his hands will do more damage. It's him actually holding back.
I think you're wrong,
No,
but fair
you're
enough.
the DM. You don't know if I'm wrong.
You want to
Yeah,
fucking run
really.
that by me again? What? Nani? Not this good.
Anyway,
Right.
getting back to the
This
topic
is
at
why
hand.
I drink.
Samson!
Woo! Like, well, Nim, you asked me why I drink. This is why. Because it seems like this is just gonna be a yearly occurrence that I go to bed after a night of drinking, I wake up with all my shit stolen, I ride out into the desert, find the son of a bitch that did it, and blast him.
My immediate reaction is to say, it sounds like you should stop drinking. Because the common denominator.
Yeah, you're...
He didn't even go to bed with booze that night. Samson slept sober when Prentice took everything.
Yeah, after being drunk all day.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
you get it.
Jeez.
Nim asked, is... What do you mean the first time? This happened before?
Yes, this happened before. I was already sick of it then when it happened.
Do you need a glass of water?
No! I don't need a glass of water, I need a goddamn break from all this. Tired.
Can you prestidigitize the goddamn break?
I just give you, like, the brake from a car part if this were that kind of campaign.
I'm just
Just
imagining-
an e-brake?
I'm just imagining that a plank of wood just appears in front of Samson, just goes, just breaks it. Is this what you meant? It's a break.
Yeah. I could certainly break a few things right now, too.
A Samson, a rhino, a desert.
And if Nim says one more word, Nim.
That was the first thing I said she'd break.
I literally didn't hear that.
I know. I could tell.
Nim will go. I almost said that's rough, buddy. I don't know what to say to that.
That's rough, buddy.
To me, that's too comical a line.
Yeah, just fix Samson.
That's buff, ready?
Say whatever he needs to hear.
I feel like a
It's
lot
not
of
Punch him
your
in the
fault,
face.
Samson.
Did Nim actually say that?
No, that was another joke.
Oh,
Let's give him a hug.
I can never tell what you do and do not say because most of what you say doesn't actually happen.
Yeah, no. So Nim thought to like offer one, but like, how the fuck do you offer someone a hug?
Would you like it? I forgot who I'm talking to.
Yeah, it's Nim, so she legit just doesn't know.
Surprised she has enough tact to ask.
Hugs
Well-
are weird, man.
She doesn't because she doesn't know how. She's not asking, so she doesn't
Yeah.
have enough tact to ask.
Nim goes, "Are you having a bad time too?"
Yes, Nim. I'm having a real bad time.
Nim would ask for clarification, but while she doesn't think Samson would hit her, she wonders if Samson would actually shoot her this time. And so does not ask for clarification. What?
Oh no, I'm just thinking of a thing to do.
Then we'll go, "Do you want a sugar bomb?"
No, I got any bomb I need right on me.
But you can't eat them.
Hilarious. I mean, don't test him.
You shouldn't eat those.
There we go. Now that's correct. Unless you got another bottle on you, I think we're done here.
Bottle of what?
Booze.
I don't know what you expected.
In the decanter.
So Samson's just gonna put his hand up. He's gonna be like, booze, liquor, alcohol,
Shine.
spirits.
Shine.
Nim actually has cooking wine on her.
That's
No.
yeah, no.
I mean, it's
Even
got
s-
alcohol.
Even
It sounds like he
Samson's-
doesn't care what it tastes like right now.
Is Samson
Well-
going to be that low that he's gonna just
No.
start drinking
Nim needs it
cooking
for her
wine?
spells. That's the only reason she doesn't offer it up.
No, Samson's not gonna drink your weird cooking wine.
Your magic cooking wine.
Can you magic me up some liquor?
Hold on. I need to check a very specific thing. There's my spell list. Ah. Okay. Not until 9th level. No, sorry. I don't know that spell yet.
Oh, skedaddle.
He'll probably start coming back around this time. Like she seems more aware of her surroundings.
Nima skedaddle to where?
What?
Skedaddle to where?
Samson doesn't care. I'm not telling you what space to move on.
But yeah, Hyala
Oh.
approaches at this point and is like, "What's going on?"
Samson says skedaddle, but I don't know to where.
Ah,
Anywhere, Nim.
or you could stay here. I think we ought to.
I feel like at that Nim would just for some reason get closer.
What?
Just skedaddle closer.
Yeah. You didn't. You said you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
care to where.
That is why I thought that would happen.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
I'm just imagining Nim gets the little like fast foot movement, like the yeah, like the Mr. Krabs walk, and she just comes closer. You got a really proud, like little kid look on her face. She followed orders. She did. What
Hold
she
on,
was
I have a
told.
gift of that. Where is it?
Jesus, Shay, you don't have to knock over your entire room.
I literally accidentally tapped my tumbler with my phone. It's metal, so it sounds really loud.
Ah, it sounded almost like you kicked a drum set.
But
Hold on, can I? There we go.
Nice. Yeah, Hyala says I think we need to talk.
to Nim?
To everyone.
About...
And she's just gonna point to the tower in the distance.
Oh boy.
Would it be in the distance at 10 miles?
I mean, if it's a tower in the middle of a flat desert, I'd say there's a good chance.
Yeah, because the Earth's flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
There's
would
your
say,
excited
yeah,
kid
no,
face.
it's just barely coming into view.
Thank goodness for this flat Earth that we can see that far out.
Where the
Listen,
Earth
you.
round, you wouldn't be able to see objects in the distance.
Oh!
Making a rough guesstimate because you can see somebody who's 5 feet off the ground 3 miles away.
So
I'm guesstimating that you could roughly see the tower at the very least. In the desert at that distance. Trying to take into factors like you mentioned, the heat and stuff, and yuff, chuff,
And fluff.
the r/flat earthers did a poll of people who actually are here because they believe the Earth is flat, and people who just want to troll the flat earthers. 11% of people chose I actually believe the Earth is flat, and everyone else said I want to troll.
Yeah. Is there any further response, or just...
Oh, Nim doesn't want to say anything because she's trying not to piss off Yala again.
We still never really finalized what we plan to do.
Honestly, I don't think it matters.
You don't think it matters?
Nope. I think we can safely say that this old man has been luring us here from the get-go. Considering you met him, and you met him. And let's face it, if he's as big as scary as everyone makes him out to be, there's no way he ain't just sticking his hands around and have things go his way. We're playing right into him, and I just say, let us.
Then we should at least figure out what we
What?
think he's trying to do.
What does it matter? We can't stop him. We can't do anything.
We can if we just believe.
Yeah, you tell me how that works out for you as you throw up on the floor for the 5th time.
That's just uncalled for. It was over the side of Lily. Every time.
You heard him.
You're such a bully.
So I should have been
Yes.
able to
That's
figure.
literally his character right now, Shane.
Oh,
You know
I-
that.
I should have been able to do this math a little better. If you're roughly 10 hours away and you're going at 6 miles an hour, that means you're about 60 miles away. So I'm gonna say, if you do see the tower, it's literally like.
Are we... So, I thought we were 10 hours away when, like, at the end of the fight. I
Yeah.
assume we'd be a little bit, like,
I'm
past that.
I'm saying, well, yeah, you've been.
Why are we still talking about this? It doesn't matter.
I got interested.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it does matter. Maybe it matters to our dear sweet GM.
Yeah.
I got you, buddy.
Curious about it, and I kind of wanted to know. But you know, it's a...
I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's okay. She can't hurt you anymore.
Because I didn't know the actual distance. But I'm stupid with math, so I can't do simple math. 10 hours at 6 miles per hour, it would mean 60 miles.
It's all chill, fam.
It's all
so
coming
I
back to
literally
you.
brute forced the
Baby!
calculation, throwing in random numbers, and got to it.
You Gucci, fam.
Yeah. That would be...
So, I don't think Nim will say she can ask, but also Nim can ask.
Merrymaker?
Makes them merry. Get off your ass.
No.
Do you want to return?
Do I want to return where? Home?
Let's go home.
Of course.
Hmm.
Listen, I might like Zanzibar and all the people on it. In fact, only that. Everything else can rot for all I care. No offense, girl. And he'll start petting Lily. But I got my own thing. I got my own things to take care of. As much as I'd love to sit and play and hang out with everyone else. The only reason I'm here is because of that too. Now what that got to do with anything?
Simply curiosity.
Well, you know what they say with curiosity.
I knew I was going to say that.
Who wouldn't, honestly?
Go on.
Say it, Merrymaker.
No, like, he'll end it off with just curiosity and he'll just gesture to all of y'all.
So Nim wants to talk, but she doesn't want to. Because the rest of the saying, like, Nim's like,
no one cares about that.
Yeah. Yalla's just kind of watching him for a moment.
He's definitely looks like he wishes he had more drink.
He doesn't get more drink.
No more drink. Less drink.
I want drinky.
No more bottle.
So is there more to that conversation?
I feel like they're just having a Mexican stare off.
A Mexican tell us your feelings off.
Except neither refuses to go first.
That's what makes it an even more dangerous Mexican standoff.
Yeah. Yeah, most Mexican standoffs don't involve emotion. This makes it so much worse.
Both your guns are filled with different emotions. You just gotta spin the cylinder and see which one you fire.
Mauritian roulette.
Yeehaw! I have unsolved childhood traumas!
Oh, really? Me too!
Oh, goody! I lied!
I have no traumas whatsoever.
And
I
that's
am
a lie.
trauma-less.
You know what they say about trauma.
Trauma killed the cat.
Trauma killed the tabaxi.
And a therapist
See,
brought
it's
back.
still alliteration. And accurate.
And the thing just brought it back.
So, Hyala will turn her focus to Nim and be like, what are your thoughts?
No thoughts, head empty.
More like, don't voice thoughts, don't get mad at me.
You literally asked for your thoughts.
And then just
I
starts,
know,
and then just starts
but
speaking, but she
You
starts
seemed
cowering.
upset at her like 10 minutes ago.
Platinum for your thoughts?
Did you say cotton?
Platinum.
Oh.
I'll take one.
No.
Oh.
Only if you... We already know your thoughts.
Yeah, you just got them.
They're ones
I
of
demand
existential
back
dread,
pay.
and that's pretty much useless.
I demand back pay.
Only if your thoughts are good thoughts. Nim, have some good thoughts.
Marshmallows.
That is a good thought.
No matter what Nim says, I just imagine her answer is joined by her, like, sitting there trying to cover her face, cowering.
No.
Just ends up with a, please don't hit me.
No. Thought about it, but no.
You always think about it, you never do it!
True.
Coward!
Yeah, because Nim's a coward. I don't know how to tell you this.
True.
We all need to
Like
be-
player, like character.
No, I am wise. Nim is a coward.
Ow.
Anyway.
Your wiseness hurt Jade.
Razor
So-
sharp wisdom.
Nim will go, well, it's like, I've spoken to Zanzibar, and he said he doesn't lie, so if I have any questions, I could probably ask.
And that won't do you no good. He ain't lying, but he probably comes up with a million different ways to just not answer you.
It's called hanging up. It's just one way
I mean,
in the call.
it is an option.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need to ask him anything specifically. I just think we all need
I
to
do.
figure out if we're all on the same page when we're there.
What are you thinking we should do?
And she'll shake her head. I'm not sure anymore.
I was still kind of on party say it broke. But mostly because I haven't put any more thought into what Nim wants.
I assume he knows what our goal is. But we don't know what his is. Are we going to simply do anything he asks?
Probably. Can we really say no?
We can attempt to, or we can negotiate.
You ain't much of a gambler, are you?
Gambler?
We're the players, he's the dealer, and he knows every single card we're gonna play.
Nim says, well, actually, when I asked him a bunch of questions yesterday, I asked a question, and he answered, and then he asked me a question, and then we just did that back and forth.
So he's not omniscient then.
No.
Good. And then Samson's just gonna like raise a middle finger up to the sky.
Mood.
Nim asks, what does that hand gesture mean?
I'm not getting into it now, Nim.
No one ever told them the fun things.
The party's literally gone from, you're too young, we'll tell you when you're older, shut the fuck up, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Full evolution.
What's the... I don't feel like looking for it. It reminds me of this comic where someone lied and said it's a way of saying hello, and so she just started flipping off everyone saying, I'm saying hello!
That just reminds me of the other campaign me and Lordo were in.
Someone lied to you about what it
I'm
meant.
trying to remember.
Okay, so everyone, for some
campaign?
reason, just, like, pointed a gun at his character, and my character, being so stupid and only having 3 intelligence, thought that pointing a gun at someone was, like, a symbol that they're a good person. So I started pointing I made, like, a gun with my hand, and I started pointing it at him.
I missed that campaign so much. That was such a heartwarming thing. Everybody else was like, we're gonna shoot you. We're also gonna shoot each other. And you just come in and it's like, good person. It's like, oh, little one,
It
my
was
heart.
literally like, they pointed a gun at him. I did an insight check on this gunman. It's like, I failed completely. And it's like, huh, you think they're really cool. And it's like, well, they're cool. They're holding a gun to my friend. So gun to friend means good. So I started, like, holding a finger gun to him.
And meanwhile, my character is just like, oh, I know she's too stupid to get this, but, oh, she likes me.
Oh, I love Remy so much.
I have a friend. Finally. I would cry if I didn't think that the rapid movement would cause my death. Anyway. So
I play the best character.
you should do it. I fucking missed that campaign.
Good.
Don't tell Will to stop being a fucking peanut.
Well, he did talk to me about it earlier today.
Good.
But we got this going on. So, back burner that.
Yeah, back burner that because we have things to do. So, where were we? Zanzibar,
Yeah, Samson giving Zanzibar the bird, but not really, because
Not
he's
really,
not, like,
because you pointed
omniscient.
it at the fucking sky.
Yeah,
so
I
if
just kind of
anything-
pointed at the sky, and I'm just like
If
waving
anything-
it around, trying to find a signal.
Yeah, you're just flipping off the entire fucking pantheon of gods, rather than the person you intend to.
Doubling character though.
Double
So,
in character, and yeah, you'd flip them off too.
Then we'll look to Yella and see if she will provide an explanation this time.
Pretty much the same thing as fun.
Except
Nimnods.
it means your mother.
Not getting why this needed a hand gesture, but okay.
Oh,
Not everyone can cast magic to tell people things from a distance.
Oh my god, I can use Mage Hand to flip people off now.
I
It means
remember-
hello! Oh my god, you could, if you took Big B's, you could do it with Big B's!
I remember someone tried to do that with, like, as an arcane trickster, and they looked like a complete idiot because arcane tricksters can turn their mage hands invisible.
Yeah.
So he's trying to flip someone off with mage hand, but it was still invisible, so no one saw it.
that's even better.
Yeah, it was really good. Rogues are a fun class.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, and then we'll just say, I'm not sure how much he knows.
We know what he is.
I got an
old man and
idea.
a float.
Go on.
Well, when I first talked to Death, I asked her how she could describe Zanzibar, and the first thing that came to mind was a father. So he seems to be older than the concept of dying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I love that, just,
She's just, the gears are turning in her mind. She's just. idea what a being like that wants us around for?
Honestly, no matter how much I try to parse it, I couldn't think of a goddamn thing.
He says he can't do it himself.
Can't
I don't.
do what?
Who knows?
I didn't get that far.
Obviously, he ain't just stuck here, considering y'all met him back in Everengal.
I'm trying to remember if y'all even knows what he's talking about.
You should, because he gave you the cold stone, and
No, I know. I
Yeah,
don't know if y'all know.
Granny's
Kella knows because Granny Zan said it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason why Samson knows.
Yeah, Celeste charged off the boat and been like, why did you give me this book?
And then
Granny Zan's
Zan kidnapped everyone violently.
Not even that.
Violently.
She was just like, any else of you have seen my face? And Calla was just like, me. And then Nim was also me. And then was like,
And then Samson was distracted.
3 out of 5.
Got beat up for
just
it.
started pushing you all to the cabin. And then violently Granny convinced Samson to do as he should be told.
Coercion.
Yes, a grandmother's love. And coercion.
These cookies are made with grandma's love. And coercion.
Yay.
This stick is made out of grandma's coercion. And love. Thwap.
Hey Granny, what's the secret to this this soup? Coercion. Huh? And love. I'm sorry, what was that first one? Love?
Love.
Okay.
Don't question Granny! The bitch!
Samson puts his arms up to block.
Standing there with a big smile.
Instead.
She hasn't moved, she just talked really loud and fucking panicked.
Yeah.
Good. You understand coercion. So any Methuselah, where were you? Oh yeah, Kiala knowing about the stone and the bar upstairs. And he was in Everengal. That's where we were.
It just doesn't make sense, does it?
Nope, and it probably won't until we get there.
So, what we need to be ready for is absolutely everything.
Yep.
Or
And
just the friendly DM sitting here watching everything. There was everything.
Don't listen to him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, all I heard was everything was cringe.
I was gonna remind you of something, but it seems like the Samson doesn't want me to.
Samson wasn't there, so you can remind them.
Nope, Samson was in the cottage.
He left. Unless it was like...
The part where you were being forced to sit.
Ah.
You kept
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to leave
remember
and
any
you
of that.
kept getting thwacked.
Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
Well. I'm out of ideas. I already spent all my brain power trying to get this far.
You spent all your brain power on I should do it alone?
Well, there was also, you know, trying to talk you into it, because guess what? You're about as stubborn as everyone else we've met.
Yes, indeed. I don't want us all to get killed by a stupid plan. Shame on me.
Well, guess what? The plan worked. Went off without a hitch.
Went off with a bang!
Literally!
Yeah.
Speaking of what happened, and then she's gonna stop talking and look over to see if it seems like Rhino is listening to their conversation at all.
Of course he is. There's literally nothing else to do.
Yeah.
He's not sitting and staring at you, but he is kind of just sitting in the back, already cooking food.
Yay, food.
More like a light snack than an actual meal. But he's
So
making enough for everybody.
Her voice lowers, and she'll just say, "Do we know why that one is still here?"
Well, we can't just necessarily stand him back, can we?
I suppose. And her tail flicks a little.
And besides, what's the worst that can happen? I don't think he's gonna turn on us.
Is that so?
Yeah, I don't think I got it in me to stop him if he could.
Comments like that, and you wonder why I asked if you wanted to go back.
Well, yeah, I got a life out there.
She just shakes her head to try and get back on point. Right now she's very torn about bringing up the thing.
Nim has no clue where this conversation has gone.
Bring up the thing. Bring up the thing.
She'll just kind of mutter, "I don't trust him."
Yeah, trust seems to be a tough thing for you.
It's worse. It's with him. After all, he was sent along here to babysit us.
Yeah, and I think he's done a good job. All our clothes seem to be fine. We seem to be well fed.
Nim's been changed thrice daily.
I was not going to say that.
I know you weren't, but it kind of sounded like where it was going.
No.
She's gonna give Samson a quick once-over for emotional stability.
Oh, he is very emotionally unstable right now.
Okay, she's gonna let the subject drop. I suppose I'll keep an eye on him.
Nim debates on whether or not to ask and decides not to.
Alright, well... How do we prepare for anything?
By doing nothing. I don't say that.
No. Literally anything other than that. Sitting around doing nothing is causing more problems.
No.
Well, I got this, and Samson will pull out one of his guns, and, honestly, he probably never reloaded after the fight, so he's just going to put in the one bullet that is missing from each gun.
So Nim's gonna ask, did you ever figure out that riddle he asked you about?
I don't know any damn riddle.
Riddle?
Nim will give give Kiala the spark notes of the Zanzibar talk that she had. Samson.
Can you give me the spark notes?
Oh.
Please also give Jade the spark notes.
Please also include Jade in the CC of the spark notes.
So, pretty much what happened was, Samson was all like, I want to talk to Zantax. And Nim's like, I think I can make that
what was the riddle?
Oh, something about his home country and why they're so similar to Zanzibar.
Yeah, I don't think Nim ever brought that up to Samson. Because he stormed
No,
off.
she did ask. He just said the same thing you just said.
Yeah, because you were told there was a riddle. I was not. And then you're telling me now that there was a riddle, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not trying to pass a bridge, Nim.
It is
Well,
in
obviously,
fact-
we're trying to cross a desert. What do you mean, bridge?
She's that kind of rich. She's simple rich.
How do you everything so literally?
Put a bit too much points into book smarts and not enough into street smarts.
Not enough into literally any other type of intelligence.
Can't cook. Can't.
All she can do is skin animals.
That wasn't even something
rich
she
people.
learned. That's just what happens when somebody who does literally no other thing than read actually tries something new.
Yeah. Nim's life is pretty boring.
I wouldn't be surprised if every time Nim tried to do some kind of new performance or sleight of hand thing, she rolls either very high or just straight 20s. And you just find out that this entire time, Nim's been the Omni Hunter. Nim's just been a mini rhino. Capable of doing just about anything and everything required for survival.
Man, we could use a wild surge right now.
Yeah, just blow up.
Yeah, you blow
It's
up.
fucked up, man.
Nim, blow up.
Oh,
Why would you
whoa,
do that?
wild surge be upon you.
I can light her on fire now.
No, please don't.
You just see two little, like, wicks come out of her buns and they light on fire, and she's like, that's never happened before.
Whoa.
Anywho, so what riddle? There was a riddle. What riddle?
Oh, just
riddle
the
would you know?
question of his homeland and why it's so similar to Zanzibar.
It's similar?
Yeah, it's got some similarities.
Like what?
Won't lie. Well, there was those little pieces of shit that were running around trying to get us back earlier today. There's
Do you
also a
think-
matter that it would seem that Varetian firearms, which I'm sure you two have heard Sufren talking about, pretty much
No.
world class. As far as the world we know, and they just seem to be straight up knockoffs of Zanzibarian guns,
He had a good laugh about that.
even
Zantac.
down to the detail.
So,
And
this place and the man are old.
very old.
And then there's also the fact that
I was gonna ask, like, what
Well,
does
that-
an old man
that's
want
a-
with a bunch of kids? And then I just
That's
did
all
not
that
ask.
Samson was just going to be talking about.
Not gonna mention the fact that everybody kind of talks like Samson.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I feel like that would have been the funny one. Well, have you
Nah.
noticed how everyone sounds like me?
No, because then there's like Lawrence who speaks encrypted.
Tries to speak encrypted and then keeps falling back into it.
Speaks encrypted.
Which is not very well.
True.
Hmm.
Chill's gonna pause and think for a bit.
Nim thinks about marshmallows.
Good job. What exactly is everyone's priority?
Get
And she'll
home,
look at both
get
Nim and
paid,
Samson.
move on.
Nim doesn't have one, and so Nim's like, is this something I have to come up with now?
It would be best.
Uh,
And she'll look back to Samson and just be like, "You want to get paid means we need the sword, right?
Yeah.
So you say we also have to capitulate to whatever Zanzibar wants. What if he doesn't give it to us?"
Honestly, I don't know. I figure we just ask him, And as we've already established, there are some things he don't know. So you run a distraction, and I'll do my thing.
What thing?
Stealing, Nim. It's called stealing.
When have you stolen something?
And that's why I'm so good at it.
I
I was just gonna check her pocket.
It's really funny because
She's just like, hold on, is there anything I had when I like first got here? Just like check her money bag.
Nim literally goes, "You paid for everything you've got," or like it was handed to you. What do you mean you steal?
Can't really steal here.
Yeah.
The only thing he did steal was literally just given to him.
Yeah,
I'm
which
just-
isn't stealing.
Yeah, which literally was Nim's gem. He took that without permission and then got permission afterwards by Nim to say, yeah, you can have it. I'm a rich bitch. That's worth this much, by the way.
And then he
Don't
pocketed it.
spoil it for them. I'm a rogue. It's like expected that I steal from the party.
No, it's
That's
not.
spoiling it. Everyone was here in the session when we went over that.
And? No, I'll just... Never mind.
How can I spoil the thing that they are currently watching?
No, you...
So,
Never
Anyways.
mind. You didn't get it.
Moving on. Kiala's
Finger.
pockets are they Gucci?
No. There's more stuff in them than when she last checked.
well, I mean, yes, because she's picked up things along the way. But, yeah, she's... So... The plan is to steal it, if need be.
I think that was always the plan.
Can we just go gas for it? Because it
We
sounds like he
can.
needs us to get the sword.
We should. And if we don't get it, then that's a plan B.
No, it sounds like he wants us to do the job.
I don't think he wants us to steal his own sword.
I'd rather not assume anything about this guy.
And while you're in the middle of your deliberations, Rhino just presents all of you with a bowl of, you know, jerky scraps.
Thanks.
Thank
Hey, you
you.
got any more booze?
No.
Does Nim actually say no?
Yeah.
Rhino,
Yes.
Rhino's gonna look at Samson, then look at Nim, smile, look back at Samson, and then just point at Nim and walk away.
Mm.
Don't do it, Samson. Don't shoot any more of your friends today.
Nim, here's none of that.
No, Samson did not say that very under his breath.
So Nim,
Jeez.
here's all of that.
Nim chooses to unhear that.
I said.
So anyway, you saw how she got decapitated? Holy shit! Anywho, I digress.
And I'll once again make the joke that if we kill Nim, why is there suddenly like 100 platinum in my bank account?
I am once again making the joke.
I don't know, why the hell is there 100 platinum? So is there more to that whole thing?
I mean, they got interrupted by the food, so Kel's just gonna eat and think for a minute while she tries to figure out what else to say.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she wants to go in with a plan. They've no idea what's gonna happen, so planning is like, yeah.
Nim's kind of just vibing.
It would be nice if you could contribute, Nim.
I'm trying, but Nim has no purpose in life.
But yeah, I guess
is done with planning for now.
Jeez.
Samson already made a plan that succeeded. He's tapped out.
So, Tiala will look to Nim again then. Be like, come up with anything?
Well, Celeste wanted to bring it to, it was called Oceanus, right?
That's her country.
Yeah, I know.
That's not where she wanted to bring it.
Well, then I rephrase my statement. Celeste wanted to bring it to some place, but I don't really know how to get there.
To the angels.
Don't know how to get there, so...
Yeah, that sounds like a uniquely bad idea.
Especially now.
Actually,
Yeah.
that sounds like a wonderful idea.
What?
I will
Oh, Samson, you don't even
personally-
know what religion is. Hush up.
I will personally go to those Celestials, Zanzibar sword in my hand, and cut their damn heads off myself.
That's an oddly specific plan.
He's just gonna glare at Nim for a sec, and then soften up when he realizes that she wasn't there. Just- let's just say we got a bad history.
Indeed.
Nim wonders what you guys did to piss off angels.
Fire. Okay,
Damn.
the same thing Samson does to piss off everyone, which is fire a gun at them.
But if we want the mission to be completed such that we get paid, the sword needs to end up with the king. Or at least something resembling the sword.
Yeah, that king's a bastard. Everyone's got a bank account. Who cares who it goes to?
You're saying you'd sell it to the highest bidder?
I was saying I was gonna sell it to the highest bidder ever since we left.
You haven't said that once.
He has actually said that multiple times.
No, you said Samson, this entire time you've been saying that Samson's actually gonna give the sword to the king
Well,
because
no.
he has to.
No, when he first, when we first got our mission back in session 1 or 2, Samson's like, I wonder how much people will actually pay for this thing.
Well, I think... She's gonna pause. Ugh, I hate that she asked what people's priorities were because now she has to talk about her own.
What?
Well, Sharon, Tom.
Ah, crap, I just forgot. Yeah, we gotta give it to the king. At least for me.
Why?
So, friend told me about a woman named the Maiden back in Everingall who seems to be some sort of, healer. Who helps out just about anyone who crosses her threshold. Well, she's in Everingall. I have someone I need healed. I can't necessarily become a criminal to the state and then expect my kin to just roll on out of there scot-free.
Does Nim actually know your mom's sick?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The only ones who did, well,
I don't know
not here
if Hyala
anymore.
ever found out, because they were passing mentions while Hyala was there, just not active in the combo. I think.
Yeah, I think Nim would know by now, just by proxy.
Nah, no one ever tells Nim anything emotionally important. What are you talking about?
I mean, Celeste shared stuff with you.
Celeste knew.
Yeah, but Celeste was an outlier. I mean, she went and lost her head.
But, and then she got decapitated.
Yeah.
Ah.
That
Bang.
reminds me of that musical, The Six, Don't Lose Your Head.
Is that the name of the musical?
Yeah, it's about the 6 wives of Henry the whatever.
Huh.
I'm guessing
It's funny
Henry
because-
the Eighth.
Probably. But he sucks, so I don't care about his name. Moving on.
Yeah, that sounds about Henry. Sounds like
Henry
Henry
the
VIII.
bitch.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Out of curiosity,
Hmm.
how do we get out if you do end up stealing it?
The way we came?
Is that going to be quick enough?
As long as it doesn't look suspicious, we're usually in the clear.
Doesn't our group look suspicious in general?
Not when we were invited.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know that we were invited so much as coerced here.
Same thing for people like him.
Like
I
who?
suppose that's true. And she doesn't know if you mean Zanzibar or the king, but she
Yeah, that's what I was like who?
she's just like, yeah,
Or
I
both,
agree.
honestly.
Yeah. Gosh. Ugh. Kella hates the king so much.
We all hate the king.
Yeah.
The only question is, who does Hyala hate most?
The king.
Gosh.
The king's the one who caused all of this, so he by proxy is the worst.
Yeah, probably.
I know who Samson hates the most right now.
I don't. Samson doesn't seem to hold any grudges, so it's hard.
Oh
to
yeah,
tell.
Samson? Never.
He's like so stable.
Yeah, he is so emotionally stable.
He is so emotionally stable, like, oh my god.
Wait,
he
yeah,
is a solid rock of uwu kawaii emotional strength.
You talk too much.
I talk not enough.
I think Yella talks too much.
Yeah, she
Y'all
needs to
doesn't
talk
talk enough.
Alright.
less. Y'all
bye,
shut
guys.
the hell up.
Samson's
Did you say-
been quite cooperative, actually.
He's just mad at everything, including himself.
Oh, don't be mad at yourself.
He's hella mad at himself.
Oh, don't be mad.
No, he's mad at everything.
Don't worry.
Big Angie.
Be happy.
Samson
Angie
Big
boy.
Angie. Engson.
How do we fix it?
Alcohol.
No! How do we actually fix it?
Alcohol.
No.
I feel like you fix it by getting him to Zanzibar.
More
Oh,
alcohol.
You need to drink less, man.
Drink more, you said?
No.
It's gonna hurt your
drink
liver.
less.
It's also going to hurt
Smile
your mental
more.
state.
Nah, it's the only thing that keeps him going.
That's not how it works.
Bro, it sounds like you need a hobby.
So
I have a hobby. Dungeons and Dragons.
As this conversation reaches its conclusion, we can advance time. Just putting that on the
Whee!
table.
Time is already advancing, man.
You've been drinking, not chewing flowers.
Man.
That's Yala.
Come on, man. We gotta advance to the
I'm
nth
drinking
dimension.
a 40 of weed, man.
Why do I feel like one day that's gonna be an actual statement?
You can already.
Yeah, that
They
already
liquor
exists.
infused weed.
I heard
fucking hate
about-
everything.
I heard about probably the worst thing ever. Because I'm pretty sure it's legal here now.
Oh fuck! What now?
What?
Like, marijuana, I'm pretty sure it's legal in our state.
Yeah, last I checked.
And, the shop across the street from my job, next to a McDonald's, is like a, it's like a CBD shop, but it's also basically a convenience store.
Oh, that's a lucky McDonald's.
Yeah, that McDonald's is for people, I think it's like it's not a 24-hour McDonald's, but it probably should be now
Yeah.
that that's there.
They would
But
make
They
so much
said they're getting CBD infused coffee, and I'm like, that sounds like a bad idea.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like
That
a bad
sounds
idea.
like a
That's
You
fucking
don't
really
mix
bad-
uppies and downies.
Jeez.
Well, you don't if you
I
have
hope it's
half a
like-
fucking brain, but, you know...
Oh, obviously, if you're buying that, you don't.
Yeah, well, you know, think about where we live.
Just removal of the excess population.
That's
Oh, that reminds me of a comedian.
Oh, of course,
Good edibles.
capitalism.
Jade, my dear, with where we live, that's not removal of the excess population. That's just an entire wipeout of the population.
Alright.
I
You
mean,
said it.
so was that whole road, and you know that for a fact.
Yes!
There are so many accidents there.
The only good thing you can say about where we live is
that
if
I
an
live
area
here.
is stupid, it's stupid!
Ah.
All the smart
Like
people,
Escondido.
all the semi-smart people, I should say, coalesce into their own little gated communities and shit, and where the stupid people go, it's like somebody put a magnet there, just dialed into stupid. People literally sliding down the road, ass backwards, being drawn back to the stupid epicenter. I digress. So back to the conversation.
So back to reality.
I wish this was reality. I'd take this world over the one we live in.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'll take stupid people over a Hydrask.
No.
But the meat sounds so good.
Yeah, it does.
True.
I
You know
would
what?
take
You've
yummy meat
convinced me.
I would take a short life on Zanzibar over a long suffering in this country.
Well, if you want really good meat, is it Wagyu, I think?
Wagyu beef is so
I'm
good, but it's so
too
expensive.
Fucking
Yeah.
poor.
Not even
Yeah.
I have that kind of funds.
But sadness aside about our lack of Wagyu, the game plan, I guess we put a
Yeah.
pin in it and then just, like, fast forward.
No.
Or, as we talked, it moves at an accelerated rate.
No. Because next comes
Scary.
the best question is...
What?
Well, Yala, you seem so interested. Why don't you tell us where your priorities lie?
Yeah, stop trying to save Hyala, Nim.
Come on.
Come on.
You seem so enthused about, questioning us at every turn.
Yes, yes. Well, you know that survival is what I care about.
Oh, I think you care about a whole lot more, but go on.
Most things I care about spread from that one. For instance, that's the reason I think we have to follow the letter and do what we've been told to do. As much as I hate that.
So you think we should steal this sword?
I think one way or another, a sword must be delivered to the king.
Well, lucky me! And then Samson, in an act of assholery, is going to pull out one of Prince's swords and just start waving it around.
Hale's gonna look at it for a second. Could I see that?
No.
Okay. It's like, what? But anyways, she's just like,
And then goes, I don't think that's gonna work.